Celebrate Veterans Day, then with puppies and patriots.
Right, depression, anxiety, PTSD common among the men and women who serve in the military. One local organization counting on those canines to make a big difference.
Name is Gary Clark. Marine veteran, 15 years. Served in Afghanistan, Iraq. And then this here's Athena, who is my service dog in training. She helps me with my PTSD. My PTSD involves depression, anxiety, insomnia, things like that. And with the depression, it's like the day I got her, it was like most of it lifted.
So the program is called Paws of War, and this morning we're joined by co-founder Robert Misseri. He's accompanied by Army veteran Derek Cartwright, Navy veteran Kevin Corridon, and they're here to tell us about their latest mission that requires our help. And as you can see, they have a four-legged guest. Frida is along with everybody this morning as well. So gentlemen, good to have you here. Thanks for being here. Thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you very much.
Of course, yeah. And so Robert, let me begin with you, because we've gone out to your facilities in Nest Concert, right? We've seen firsthand the important work that you do, uniting veterans and service animals. But just how many, for those who are watching, have you matched with veterans since Paws of War opened in 2014?
So we have placed and matched over 220 dogs. We currently have 135 dogs currently in training. Some of them are already owned by our veterans. And we have brought back over 350 dogs from war-torn areas for our active military.
Wow.
So have you noticed an increase in demand for service animals during the pandemic?
It has increased significantly, both locally here in the States, and demand for bringing dogs back from overseas for our active military, the ones that they rescued while on deployment. The increase is significant.
Yeah, so for some background here, Derek, while serving overseas, servicemen and women obviously become super close, right? They form these special bonds with dogs that are located near the base. So you're the stateside logistics coordinator for Paws of War, and it's your job to really figure it all out, right? How do you reunite some folks with some animals? What does that entail? How much does it cost?
Well, there's a lot of moving, intricate parts for it. Sometimes getting a dog off a base, a dog can travel 10 hours just to get medical care, to get its shots, get its, excuse me, get all of its basic shots and go into quarantine. And then we work on getting logistics of getting that dog to the United States and taking care of the dog through the situation until the veteran is returned so we can reunite them.
Yeah, let's talk about what you're doing right now. You're on a mission to unite 3 families in the U.S. with puppies that were rescued while they were serving overseas. Can you tell us about them?
Wow.
So we have currently we have 11 applicants 11 animals, including some cats that are requesting our services. We have 3 dogs flying in this week from the Middle East, and we are going to arrange to have those dogs brought to the families of the active soldiers, and then when their deployment is over, they will reunite back with those dogs that they actually rescued while on deployment.
Look at these faces, my goodness. So Kevin, these service animals obviously essential to soldiers' lives, right? What kind of changes have you really witnessed firsthand, the impact here? Oh, where's Frida going? She had enough?
Frida's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, answer that, Kevin.
So, I've seen the kind of changes that I've seen are like service members coming out of their shells, veterans coming out of their shells and reintegrating back into society.
Yeah, so, and Robert, these service animals, they don't just help with mental health issues. I mean, they also help soldiers who've suffered traumatic brain injuries. Yeah. Can you talk about some of the specific tasks that these service animals perform to help the soldiers?
Some of the important tasks are seizure alert, super anxiety alert, panic attacks, as much as panic buttons. They're trained to hit panic buttons.
Wow.
If there's something happening, that'll alert either a family member or 911. So they do a lot of work.
Yeah.
And Frida is in obedience training right now. She is one of the dogs that is an extra that was brought over. And we promised the soldiers overseas that we would place her with a veteran and she's doing really good so far. So our hopes that she will become a service dog is pretty high.
Where did Frida come from?
The Middle East.
Oh, the Middle East. Okay. And so how
Yes.
old is Frida? And then like what goes into the training here to I guess qualify her as a service dog?
So right now she's in obedience training. We want to make sure that she doesn't have all the glitches that would disqualify her.
Yeah.
So far, outside of being a little protective of us right now, and we're
Aw.
working that through, she is very, very, very good.
Well, she is adorable. What a sweet.
But had she been left behind, she probably would not have survived. The unit is moved, their camp, and there's no food, there's no resources for these animals. And in most countries, they're not looked at like we look at our pets. So she would have had a hard time, and that would have weighed very, very heavy on those soldiers' hearts.
Well, the three of you seem to be very in love with Frida. It's going to be hard to let that one go.
Are all three of you dog owners? All three of you have dogs?
And again?
Do all three of you have dogs?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's really wonderful work that you do.
Amazing.
Robert. Yeah.
Amazing.
So Robert, Derek,
Thank you.
Kevin, thanks so much for
Thank you very
joining us this
much.
morning, and thanks for your service and
Yes.
all the work that you do to support
Thank
our
you.
military men and women.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Of course.
Happy Veterans Day.
Right back at you,
You
three.
too.
And head on over to pix11.com for details on how you can support Paws of War, an incredible, incredible local organization. Thanks, guys.
And to
Thank
see
you.
those
Thank you.
to see those reunions, though,
I know.
when the soldiers get reunited with the animals that they met
Yeah.
overseas, it's so wonderful.
Absolutely.